Hello everyone and welcome back to What's Buzzin' at the Bee. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, most of you know if you watched last week's show, I gave you a little sneak peek of the new layout that we have going on. And this morning we're going to kind of do an actual in-depth look at what we changed so all of you kind of understand the new layout here. So starting here, we're going to work our way into the machine department. So we now have our long arms spread out a little bit more to give you more space to kind of get to each one, to kind of play around, and hopefully you'll get to experience more on them. So walking through here, we have a wider walk space for you, so whether you're trying to get to class or you're trying to play on the long arms, you have a little bit more space here. Now the biggest change that we have are our new shelves. So we've got these 4 shelves here with all of our machines. They are still organized by brand, so you'll see Bernina is all along here, and hopefully you'll be able to take a look at them a little easier. You'll be able to see them all right away as you walk in. And if you want to, look at the machine a little bit more, we now have some demo tables. So we'll be able to take the machine down, pop it on a table, and you'll really get to experience the machine. So that's kind of the biggest thing that we're excited about. We are still kind of playing around with it. This is not its final form. There will definitely be a little bit of tweaks and changes as we figure out how it's going to work. But yeah, it just opens the space up so much more and you can see all the machines. So we hope that you all kind of enjoy getting to know this new space. While I'm here at the beautiful Bernina 990, we'll just mention for September, the accessory of the month sale that we have going on is buy 2 Bernina Burnett presser feet, hoops, or big books and get one free. So that's a really good deal. So make sure you come in and maybe get some of those accessories you've had your eye on. So that is kind of the main portion. There are a few changes further back as well, and we'll probably get to those soon. One of the big changes I'll show you on the other side of the store. So we'll get into that once we get there. But we'll go ahead and start our little fabric tour now as well. So starting up front, our notion of the week, we have all of these little handy tools. So kind of all things to help you in a crisis. We've got your sweater comb to get those pills off. We've got the sponge to get the extra threads off, some stain remover, some glue remover, just things that are always good to have on hand just in case. Now we also have right here, this was just finished yesterday, so we are super excited, the Sun-Kissed Table Runner. So this uses the Sun-Kissed collection from Wilmington Prints, and we put it together all as a little kit for you. So you can throw this table runner together, super easy. You've got squares and half square triangles, and it goes together very nicely. So brand new kit for you. And then right up front here at the counter, we have our kit of the week. So this week it is the Diamond Days. So as we go into kind of more of the fall weather and you want kind of more of a nice, more muted woodland theme, kind of get you into that cozy season, maybe something for up at the cabin, you can grab one of these. It's a super fun panel there in the center, but with some great piecing around it to give it a little bit more interest. It also utilizes the border print here at the bottom and all up there at the top. So super fun. This one will be, like I said, 20% off for about a week. So you can come in and grab one of those while it's on sale. Okay, coming around the corner here, we're going to loop around to take a look at some more fabric. So heading this way, we're going to go down to our modern section. While we did a lot of changing on the other side of the store, everything, all the fabric themes have stayed in the same place for the most part. So if you're looking for modern, it's still going to be right here. Okay, and now at the end cap, this one has been much anticipated. This one is called Joyful June. This was designed by Sarah Hartz for Figo. If you are on Instagram at all, you have probably seen this come across your page. It has been very popular. It's just a fun kind of modern meets retro, lots of fun colors, adorable prints, and it's just very happy and joyful, like the name says. So I think this one is going to be definitely a popular one. We do have some fat quarters cut for this line, and we've got lots of yardage on the bolts here too. I also just wanted to mention really quick, we got these adorable little tags here from Renaissance. They are fantastic. They're a wonderful brand, really high quality ribbons and trims, and we thought these were too cute to pass up. The little labels here, we've got this one that kind of has some fun little matchbox prints, and then this one here which has all the different little scissors. Those are super fun to sew into quilts on the binding edge. That's super fun. We love to put them in garments, kind of a little handmade label, also as a little like a bag or a pouch accent is super cute as well. So we have quite a few of those still left. Okay, and as we work this direction, I'm gonna stop right here because I just wanted to mention before we look at the next line, we have the Twinkle Little Star quilt here that we showed off last week. This one uses the same line, same named line for the fabric and the panel there. So it utilizes the panel, and then there's a little piecing around it as well. So super cute project. So we showed that off last week, and we thought we would just show off the line. So keep that in mind. I'm going to loop back here in a second because we have another flannel line, but I want to show you this kids line first. So Riley Blake, this is Twinkle Little Star. So this is the same fabric used in the quilt kit. This is a super cute collection, kind of a nighttime whimsical theme. Perfect maybe to have on the bed for the kiddo. And then, like I said, there is the panel that goes along with it. Now, I'm pretty sure the panels are in short supply since we did use them in the kit. So if you want just the panel, make sure you grab that sooner rather than later because we do have a limited amount of these. In addition to the panel, we do also have some pre-cuts. So we have some charm packs and layer cakes, and then of course the kit as well. Okay, so that's a super cute little kids line. We wanted to make sure to show off the fabric since we showed off the kit last week. Yeah, circling back here, we have a very large flannel line that I think you guys are all going to be very excited about. This is Prairie Gather from Moda. Now they do a variation of this every year, and this year is fabulous. They added some warmer shades, so like the reds and the oranges here, and also some very fun prints too to go along. So you've got all the classic plaids, but then this time around you have these really fun like little wool pennies. It's kind of what they look like, and they've got that fun stitching already around them, so they look like they're done by hand. You could even trace those and do some hand embroidery to give it actually a little extra depth. That would be super fun. So yeah, so you've got all of the colors here, the reds, we've got some oranges, some really, really deep, beautiful wine shades. And then all in this second box here, we have a whole bunch of neutrals as well. So those beautiful soft browns, the creams, you've got that really lovely stripe there. And then again, up top, even more of these browns, kind of taupe shades. You've got some soft grays and even more creams. So we have some really beautiful, I think these are going to be fantastic for fall, bundles here. Our 14 half-yard stacks with the blues and reds and oranges, and these in person are just such a beautiful, rich, saturated color. So these are going to be super fun to work with. So we have those, and then if you want to mix in any neutrals, you can do that. But very large collection, as you can see, but we're going to have lots of fun with these. So definitely pop in to check those out. Now with our move, we did a little rearranging. So kind of in order to get that line in, we also moved a box over here. So we've now got all of our kids' fabric and flannel right over here. So many fun flannel options, and it's just lovely to have all of this space. Now I will mention as well, so since we have the new machine racks on that side, we had to kind of shift some things around. This is a really big thing as well. So we decided to move all of our batting into this room here. So now if you need batting, you kind of know where to come. It's all in one place. We've got batting, we've got interfacing. Hopefully this will give us a little bit more space to allow us to carry even more interfacing and maybe some other fun stabilizers and such. So this really gives us a whole lot of extra space, and also it kind of keeps this stuff in here so we can have the fun stuff on the floor. Okay, now we still have lots of the canvases on this side. But then moving over into this section, we have more canvases on the back side here. We showed off this cute little divided basket a few weeks ago. And that Joyful June collection that I was showing also has a couple canvases as well. So if you want to make a bag or fun project, you have that as well. So hopefully we'll be filling up even more of these boxes with some fun new fabrics. So look forward to that. We have even more wovens here, a mix of some other fun stuff, kind of showing off the different fabrics. Now we've moved novelty, so we've kind of expanded it a bit. So it starts here and it works all the way through here to this side. So you've got this whole wall, and then this whole section in here is all novelty. So super fun. So not too different, just kind of shifted a bit. This whole section is still our reproduction sort of Civil War era. And while we're here, I'm going to show off this line right here. It's these two boxes. This is the brand new collection from Kansas Troubles Quilters from Moda, and it is called Wheatland. This is classic Kansas Troubles, those beautiful rich colors, classic shades. You've got those beautiful golds and reds, lots of creams. Just a beautiful collection. And we do have some pre-cuts for these, of course, so layer cakes, charm packs, jelly rolls, and some fat quarters that we put together as well. So beautiful collection. I know that the Kansas Trouble stuff is always very highly anticipated, so we definitely wanted to make sure to highlight that one. Okay, we have our Christmas right through here, so that kind of is the same as before. Now we have our wool up here on the left, so this that same hutch there. So now we have all of the wool and the embroidery floss kind of over there where it makes more sense. Okay, and heading this direction here, we're going to come around. We showed off Olive Grove last week. That is beautiful. And this week, we have this lovely collection here, also from Riley Blake. This one is called Evening on the Prairie. Now it's quite a large collection, but you've got all of these beautiful florals, lots of sunflowers, kind of, you know, going into fall, kind of end of summer, going into fall, beautiful leaves and foliage, some fun plaid prints. lots of beautiful fabrics. And in addition to this collection, we do have a little opportunity print here that kind of has this beautiful, almost kind of reminds me of like a little Dresden, but this is just printed. So you have these fun little blocks. You could cut them out, kind of fussy cut each one, or you could use it as a backing. So many possibilities for this. You could do some custom quilting in there. Lots of fun ideas. And also, very exciting, we do have a box kit coming from Riley Blake. We love their box kits. They are super cute. It's going to be Laura's Log Cabin is the pattern, and we'll have a sample for that one. We'll show that one off, but the box kits usually come shortly after the collection, so we're still waiting on those. But if you're excited about this line, then stay tuned. We'll have more information on that box kit as soon as it arrives. Okay, and I think that is it for our little fabric tour today. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you all like the new layout. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We'd be happy to answer any of those. We also will be on Whatnot later today, so if you saw anything that you liked on today's tour, let us know and we will make sure to add it to the show. And I think that is it for us today. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next week for another What's Buzzing at the Bee.